Hello everyone, my name is Appleguy, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening. In the previous video, we went on a big secret seashell hunting spree. We also got ourselves the seashell sensor, which you can toggle on and off in the menu. That's very useful. And we expanded the map a little bit. We are this far out. In today's video, well, we're opening up Key Cavern, and then going inside of Key Cavern, and then beating the Key Cavern dungeon. A very simple 3-step process. Very good indeed. Okay, well, there's step key. Now let's go to here. So can we warp? Martha's Bay could be a valuable warp. We'd have to go back through the cave. We could also just walk there. What do we think about walking there? Well, I guess we can take a peek at the warps. Yeah, we'll warp to Martha's Bay, I guess. That might be the easiest way to get there. Not really a fan of how they separate lock and key, as it were. Or I guess key and door. Separating lock and key is like a good thing, actually. It's like what you do with your password, right? When you know your password and you just don't save it on like your computer. That way, like if someone gets your computer, they have the lock, but they don't have the key. In this case, though, it's not a good thing because it means I have to put the key for Key Cavern in the keyhole for Key Cavern and then leave to actually enter Key Cavern. It's a long process and I'm just not a fan of it. And to think I wasn't even going to get the secret seashell until next video, but since I'm doing all this effort, am I even walking the right way? Yeah, I'm walking the right way. Since I'm doing all this effort, like I might as well go and claim it, you know? I'm walking here by Candlelit Castle. Like I'm doing all this effort. Why the heck would I not just get what I deserve? I don't like these mushroom guys, by the way. Random side point, I don't like the mushroom guys. I do like the water effects of this game, though. I don't know if you'd call them water caustics or what a water caustic even is, really. But I like them. And that's what matters. Alright, let's dig up this secret seashell to get secret seashell number 20. A nice even round number. Divisible by 2 and 5 and 10. Well, I guess if things are divisible by 5 and 2, then they're also divisible by 10. Key Cavern is level 3 of the game. Welcome to Key Cavern. Level 3. A bomb drop is actually super useful. Lots of bomb drops, incredibly super useful. Very good. Okay, I also threw all the pots, so we're going to have to figure out the pot issue in a moment. If we try and go over here, we'll be unable to because of a reverse black hole. Would you call it a white hole? I don't know. But it is a reverse black hole for our intents and purposes. Here we have a bomb-like enemy. If you smack him, he will begin to explode. Very standard of bomb-like enemies to do so, because they are bomb-like. Alright, we'll get our first chest here in this room by defeating all the enemies. Opening it up will reveal to us our first small key for the dungeon. Let me also go ahead and equip some bombs, because we're not going to need to be digging anything. No digging necessary. Over on the left-hand side, you will also notice a new little thing that kind of to me looks like a circus tent. If it were like all dark. But we'll learn about those later. A false enemy. How dare it. Alright, if we head into here, you can see that the blue switch is currently raised. We need to lower that and raise the orange one instead. We'll jot down that room and keep it in our memory. Here we've got our good friend, the Skeletones. Perhaps they are Stalfos, perhaps they are not. Over there's another enemy. We'll have to deal with him later. Alright, continuing to press on as we like to do. We can now descend down here. Oh, so many locked rooms. Which one shall we go to first? I think we should... Oh, a Guardian Acorn. I feel like we haven't found a Guardian Acorn in forever. We're going to head to the north room first because I felt like going north. Very good. Let's go ahead and defeat these enemies here. And I'll throw a pot at that guy. And we can also flip our switch. Very good. Which would allow us to go back up. But I think we will hold off on that for the meantime. Instead, we're going to head to the east. Because you read a compass northeast, southwest. So we'll go ahead and start by doing it properly. Alright, here, let's go and defeat that enemy piece, this enemy piece as well. These guys are unfortunately too fast for us, so we'll have to come back and defeat him later on. Let's see, where does this take us to in relation to where we've been before? That is the question at hand. How does this take us to a different place than we've already been to? Here we'll get a small key as well. This is a small key we're going to use on a locked door. Or perhaps a locked block. Should we finish our little tour de France in the basement, or should we hold off? By the fact that I'm continuing forward, it sounds like we're going to be holding off. Yeah, why don't we... Well, this arrow is clearly pointing downward. Can we bomb this wall? We can. Do you need a genius to tell you that, or is that one a little obvious? There's a gosh darn arrow pointing down on the screen. Let's head down, though. I'm not getting confused one singular bit. No sirree, Bob. I mean, I'm not getting confused, but I am kind of doing things a wicked out of order, which could be confusing, I guess I should say. Wow, a piece of power. If only I got a piece of... fill my health up a little bit. Oh, the game listened. Thanks, game. Let's head over here to take us back to this room. Very good. More health? No, but more bombs. We'll take more bombs. Bombs are always useful. Okay, why don't we go ahead and... get off me. Get off me. There we go. I've got a piece of power, and I can't one-shot friggin' zit slimes. Jeez. Okay, let's go to the left first. We're exploring the dungeon. This room we should not go into because we are too slow to defeat those enemies. We will never catch them all. North, these enemies are interesting. These are the Dodongo enemy. Dodongo, as you may know, dislike smoke. They also apparently dislike eating explosives. And so we will feed them explosives. And they will dislike it. Because that's what people do. Who likes eating explosives? Not me. There we go. We'll get one in that guy. We'll see if we can't get him to eat this one. We can't. Can I please grab it? No. Did not grab it. That is fine. You just have to throw it in front of their line of sight, and then they will gobble it up. Oh, I got lucky that that guy turned, actually. Alright. Here you go. I need that back. I have, like, 0 bombs left, so... gonna have to be very conservative with how I go. A fairy, I'll take it. Can I defeat this guy with a single bomb? Have I fed him enough bombs yet? I have. Wow, I'm a gosh darn expert. Holy. Alright. Warp zone back to the start of the dungeon. Always useful. That'll allow us to jump down, which I don't particularly want to do. I could go back. I don't think I should, but I could go back. Okay, let's see about solving this puzzle over and up like you do. Opening this chest will get us the dungeon item, the Pegasus Boots. If you hold L, you can dash. Try going for the long jump. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. We can now dash through obstacles by holding L. Holding L will allow Link to do a little pitter-patter charge up. Whee! Which is actually pretty darn adorbs. I like the sound of his little pitter-patter feet. I have a cat, and my cat sometimes makes those pitter-patter feet sounds when he, like, dashes down the hall. They're very nice. But because we can dash now, we can defeat enemies that were previously too quick for us. Such as those enemies right there that I don't know if they have a name, but we shall call them Quicksters. Because they're pretty darn quick. We can also go through the circus tent looking things that I had pointed out earlier, so if we ever see those, we can get them. Let's go back up to here and over to here. And, okay, we need 2 more small keys to get through there, so why don't we return to the main room of the dungeon? Oh, wait, I can also go through the one-way door. I forgot about that. I don't think I've been through the one-way door yet. Let's drop in and drop out. Well, I have not. Now we can go through the one-way door. If these gosh darn pimples would get off me. Oh my gosh. Most annoying enemy in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening goes to those guys. Chest spawns on the upper edge. Of course, we can't get to it right now because we're on the lower edge, but we'll have to keep it in mind. Okay. Some more enemy. Ooh, bombs. Don't mind if I do. Speaking of bombs, there's the bomb-like enemies we have learned so much about in recent times that we know and appreciate. I don't have the stone beak, so I can't do anything with the stone owls, but I'll keep them in mind. Open up this, and we will get ourselves, wow, 50 rupees. Very nice, as the game likes to say. Here we go. What do we get over here? Oh, we can push this over, and we can push that over. No, we cannot. Okay. Let's go ahead and dash up. Little pitter-patter feet. Oh my gosh, they're so funny. Alright, well, we can throw things from above to down below. Well, I messed that one up, but why don't we go ahead and bomb ourselves a way through? That'll hit, right? Yes, very good. Also, enemies in there. And we can go back over here. Okay, so what should we do now to proceed? Why don't we head to the main room of the dungeon? No, the starting room of the dungeon. I always get, you know, call me a fool, but I always get the main room and the starting room a wee bit mixed up. Okay, spin attack these guys. Thank heavens. I don't want them to grab onto me. We're going to return to the starting room of the dungeon because you may recall a few obstacles in our way that we can now conquer. Those obstacles included the reverse black hole in this room, which was too strong and repulsive and sucked us away. Well, it can't do so now because I am... Well, it can't do so... Well, it can't do so now because I am... I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. It's the last thing I do. There we go. You just can't touch the control stick. All that work for a small key. A worthwhile small key, though. Very worthwhile. It's worth mentioning that when you're in the Pegasus Boots dash, you can't move yourself like in a circle. You can only go straight forward. Let's clean them up. All right. Oh, I forgot I flipped that switch too. I should go do that. Look at me doing all these things that I totally forgot about. You know, they do look like circus tents. They even blow up like they're balloons. Maybe they're circus tents. I only have 3 hearts, but that's irrelevant, right? I've got 4 now. We're good. We're not gonna get a second game over in a dungeon again. No sirree, Bob. I would never allow that to happen. Okay. Stop poking me. Only I'm allowed to poke. Open this up. We get ourselves the dungeon map. Finally. Let's take a peek at what we're working with here. A dungeon. Okay. Oh, I was going to run all the way back. Silly me. Push the block and keep on keeping on. As it were. Let's go up through here. Let's defeat these 2 skeletons now. Now that we are not going to be reloading the floor, we'll get ourselves a reward. Well deserved. Almost as deserved as a full heal game. You want to give me a full heal? No? That's fine. 300 rupees. Oh my goodness. 534 rupees in total. We can buy ourselves the piece of heart. Or we could also buy the bow if we saved another 400 rupees. But it's a little less realistic. We're going to go down here now to the south. Again, we have one of those enemies that are too quick for us. And a Maze of Conveyor. The Maze of Conveyor can be pretty difficult to get through if you are unaware of what you're working with here. But if you just keep yourself to the Maze of Conveyor, you know, use the Pegasus boots to avoid having to really pay much attention, you know, you'll be fine. Okay. This is gonna get me... Wow, I have 2 hearts. But I also got my key, so... Who's coming out on top now, game? Still the game. Okay. If you use the Pegasus boots, you can make longer jumps, by the way, which I have yet to do, I believe, but it is a thing you can do. So keep that in mind. We're going to be using that in the field a lot once we finish up in here. All right. And there's a key. And I got it. I gosh darn got it. No one can tell me I'm not the greatest key getter in the land. I did not mean to go up the stairs. I did not mean to go up the stairs. I meant to go to the east. May I go to the east, game? Pretty please, may I go to the east? Thank you. Again, in here we have an enemy that we were previously unable to defeat. We can defeat it now. all the time we've seen a Quickster in our lives, once in this dungeon. We've only seen Quicksters in this dungeon. We can get them. Alright, I could use a compass right about now, but I'm guessing we will come into claims of a compass at some point. Someday, but not today. I mean, we will get a compass eventually. It's in the dungeon. Let's head over here. Ah, here we can make one of those long jumps that I was referring to. A 3-block jump made easy thanks to the Pegasus boots. There we are. And there's a 2-block jump, 2 wide gap, to get us the Nightmare Key, which opens the Nightmare's door. Let's go up here now. We've got some more of these bomb enemies. Ah, these ones have a timer. How rude. Ow. Keep heading this way. Defeat all the enemies. Since I like defeating all the enemies. Open the chest. What are we going to grab this time? The compass. The aforementioned compass that we were looking for. And now we have a compass room again. Gee, I wonder what I do with all these enemies. He is actually kind of going wild, though. Alright, let's get this. Get this. I kind of wish I could have waited for the, all the bombs to explode before I used my fairy, but that's fine. I mean, I did use the fairy. I still have one in my bottle, though. In my fairy bottle. Okay, 2 small keys are now in our possession, so we can go and I believe complete that little, small semi... It wasn't a semicircle. It was a loop. We'll call it a loop. A loop of keys back over this way. Over here and down and then over. You see there's a 1 required right there, and there's a 1 required in the room up here and to the right. So I'm going to use 1 key here on this locked block, and 1 key here on this locked block, and descend into the basement of the dungeon. Look at how mad this guy is. He's so mad. What he wants to do is give me a bit of a crush, I believe. No, what does he want to do? What should I do with this guy? Ignore him. And let's get up here, and I would defeat the piranha plant, but I think I won't. And now we're down. I didn't mean to go up the stairs. How do we go down a ladder and end up going upstairs? Huh? Someone rationalize that for me. That makes no sense. Can we check this? We can. Oh, what a weird object. There must be some way to tackle this obstacle. It doesn't say. What a weird circus tent. How dare it. Give me those 3 hearts. Oh, let me break this first. Okay, now give me those 3 hearts. Very good. Heading on over. Have we gotten everything in this dungeon? I don't believe it. Wait, have we actually, though? Wow, we did. Jeez. Give me that back. I didn't mean to... You know what? We'll be fine. We don't need bombs for this boss. Let's defeat the nightmare. Okay.
Neener, neener, you can't find me. Yeah, yeah.
Hey. What's he doing? Hey. Wow, the boss is slimes. How easy. How predictable. What a silly boss. Slimes. I've defeated so many gels. I don't even know how to gel. Look at these Kuko. Wait, these aren't Kukos. What are those called? Choo-choos. I've defeated so many chews. Alright, I'm done defeating chews. If we slam into the wall, we can cause the real boss to fall down. The bigger chew. Okay, Slime Eye, as it were. Well, Slime Eye is a pretty straightforward boss to begin. You just gotta slap Slime Eyes, until they create a bit of a gap. Hello? Slime Eye? Thank you. Until they create a gap, and then you have to... Well, I'm trying to do it, but I'm not very good at it, apparently. And then you have to dash through the middle and split Slime Eye. And at that point, you can fight Slime Eye. There we go. Very good. I think I'm doing an okay job fighting Slime... Hey, get up, Link. You gotta slap the eyeball. There we go. Okay, so you're gonna try and do a slam down, and I will not be on the ground when you do. No Earthquake Slime Eye for me, thank you. Oh, well... Oh, I can jump and have a spin attack charged at the same time? That's crazy. Can I use the spin attack, though, is a better question. Because apparently the answer to that is actually no. I'll just slap it normally. I'm not game overing. I'm not game overing. I'm not doing it. It's not gonna happen. I'm playing for wins now. Like so. Slime Eye defeated. Mic drop, baby. Too darn good. Give me that heart container. Well deserved. That's going to be my 8th heart container. Thank you very much. 8, 8. Very good. We head to the next room and we will get a bell. This is the Sea Lily's Bell. A very nice musical instrument. Good for playing a single note. That's a bell. Did I say a single note? I meant a freaking Nokia ringtone, apparently. So there we have it. The third instrument of the sirens, the Sea Lily's Bell. Waterfall. What about the waterfall? It is hidden in the waterfall. ... Couldn't have said it better myself, game. Thanks for the guidance. Alright, and with that, well, the owl's gonna talk to us. And then with that, I can end off the YouTube video. Mr. Owl, what insight do you have? Hoot, how many instruments have you gotten so far? When you play the instrument in front of the egg, the windfish will wake and you will leave this island. Now you must hasten to the Yarna Desert. The dark, monstrous inhabitants of the sand will show you the way. Hoot hoot. Mr. Owl, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but a waterfall and a desert seem to be pretty polar opposites. But we'll follow up on both leads in the near future. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be all for now. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe. And tell your friends about my channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me when you guys spread my videos around. And I'll catch you guys all back here next time for my next video. Until then, as always, take care.